here at Schuberth down here in Orange County. And in case you don't know, Schuberth is a German helmet manufacturer that makes the best motorcycle helmets in the world. So I thought that it would be good to protect my delicate head with the best motorcycle helmet that you can buy. So here's the range of their helmets. We have an R2, which is a racing helmet. Have an E1, which is kind of an off-road helmet with a visor up here. SR2, which is another kind of racing full-face helmet. And then the C3 Pro, which is one of their modular helmets. And in case you don't know what a modular helmet is, I'll be showing you in a couple minutes when I'm doing my fitting, but this whole bottom part lifts up. So you get ease of access and convenience of kind of a half helmet or a three-quarter helmet, but with the protection of a full-face helmet when the whole system is down. So we're going to check out how they fit you for these, because you don't just go in and buy one off the shelf, and see how a motorcycle helmet is supposed to fit. Okay, so again, Luxury Fred. I'm here at Schuberth with the man, the legend, the president of Schuberth North America, Randy Northrup.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Luxury Fred, great to have you here at Schuberth North America.
And Randy is going to fit me for a helmet and kind of show the process and show why Schuberth helmets fit so well.
All right, let's begin. So the first thing about fitting, actually, before we get started to putting the helmet in, is ultimately what we're looking for is a complete wrap of the head.
Okay.
Essentially, we want contact all the way around the crown. We want good fitment in the cheeks. And basically an all-over good fit will make the helmet much more safe in the event that you need to use the helmet for its unintended purpose, and it will actually make your ride much more enjoyable.
Good. Because
it won't move around on your head, and it'll be quieter, and the air will move more easily around the helmet without it moving. So let's start with a extra large helmet. You said you've got a big head.
Yes.
I'm looking at your head. It doesn't seem that large, but let's go ahead and take a look. So this helmet is a fitting sample for the extra large. It's a flip-up helmet. It's called the E1.
Okay.
So what you want to do is grab these.
So I just want to show real quick. So what I was talking about on these modular helmets is this whole bottom part here goes up and down, including the visor and this, like I said, this bottom part.
Chin part.
And then it locks into place, so you have the convenience and the ease of being able to put it up to cool off or put the helmet on and off. And then when you put this down and it locks, you have the full face protection of a full face helmet.
So we're trying on this extra large in a different model of an E1, but it's based on the C3 Pro, which is where we want to go. So if you look, you'll notice that, first of all, the helmet seems to be sitting just a little bit too far down on the brow. That means his head is really dropping down in there, and I'm just using what I call a little pinky check, which is just put my finger up in here just to see how that fits, and I can feel just a little bit of a gap. I'd like that to be a little bit snugger. It also looks like it probably in the cheek area, it's not giving enough of a squeeze here. So
overall, it feels comfortable, but it's not snug. You know, you can see I can kind of move it around and that kind of thing. And even if this was strapped, it's still, there'd be a lot of movement there. And what I've learned is the secret to a helmet fitting properly or perfectly is full contact all the way around. Not pressing against everything, but that the helmet is making contact, and you shouldn't be able to do this or have any kind of movement like that.
Yeah, correct. In fact, what we've discovered at doing multiple shows and being out at events is that most people are buying a helmet that's a little bit too big, because you can get one like this. It feels pretty comfortable at the store the first time, but 6 months later, after you've been wearing the helmet, it loosens up more and more, because helmets are designed a little bit to break in towards your head. So a key thing for anybody that's getting fitted at a store, if you've getting fitted with a helmet that has been tried on 50 times by other people, make sure before you make that purchase that you get a brand new one out of the box that has not been tried on before, so it breaks into your head and not one that's already been pre-broken in, let's say, because the foams in the liner will break in, and then the EPS, which also goes around the inside of the helmet, is also will break into your head. So let's go ahead and take this one off, and we will move you into the C3.
And just to show you the effect, as I was talking about, that now it's a full face helmet.
We can't hear you. There you go. Now talk.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
See? The seals.
Very good. All right. So let's go to this one.
And again, that was the E1.
That was the E1 Adventure helmet. So
Okay.
the E1 actually has the peak visor, which basically is great for blocking the sun. Has a lot of the same features as the C3 Pro that we have here, including the internal sun visor, which Schuberth invented the flip-up style helmet and was the first to do the internal sun visors in helmets. So these helmets are just the latest generations of those helmets. So the flip-up like this one goes this. That's the way you get it on. And of course, then we'll just open this up so that you can put that on your head.
Okay, so this is the C3 Pro.
C3 Pro in size large. We had an extra large on earlier. And
so just putting that on, it's not painful, but it's
snug.
Squeezing snug all around my head.
Yeah.
Up there, down here, everywhere. So he's trying to put his finger between my face and the padding, and this one you can't, you can push it up in there, but you can't easily slide it in there.
Yeah. Go ahead and put your hands on the back of the helmet and move it forward a little bit. Let's just see if you can push my... Yep. Yeah. It feels like it's getting good contact all the way around. Most importantly, the crown, and of course, you don't want your cheeks to be all pushed up, and this is making good contact, and it will continue to break in more towards his luxury Fred's head the more he wears the helmet. So hopefully he's got a lot of luxury places to go. Yeah, that looks really good.
And again, it feels snug, but not painful.
One of the things that we were actually talked about earlier is that we're going to make Fred sit in our showroom over here for about 15 minutes and read a magazine or a book, or maybe he can just tell us stories with the helmet on. And that's one of the ways that if you're buying a new helmet out of the box at a store, that you can make sure that the helmet is going to fit and break into your head. Instead of buying one and then going out for a half an hour ride and trying to go back to the store, where stores, if you've already been out riding, they don't necessarily like to accept those helmets back. So doing it in stores is just a smart way to go to make sure you're getting the right product.
And just quickly wanted to show some of the other features that I've learned. So you have, of course, a airflow up here that turns on and off. Then this whole unit comes off so you can clean out from under there. They have turbulators, little raised things here that break up the airflow, like on an airplane wing, so that you have a rougher airflow, so it's quieter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It moves the air a little bit before it goes up and over the helmet.
You have little opening here for more airflow, and again you have your visor that comes up and down, and this visor, you just push two things and the visor comes completely off for cleaning. And then also you have which is very cool, like a fighter pilot, you have this sunglasses, sunscreen, sunshade that comes up and down. So you don't necessarily need to wear your sunglasses with this. So again, this is the Schuberth C3 Pro.
Yeah, there's several options for integrated communication systems, which we haven't talked about it and we didn't bring into the conversation. This one is just for our fitting purposes, so that we can make sure we get Fred into the right sized helmet.